to our Community Partner Spotlight Series. My name is Jessica Mahiran, and I am an outreach coordinator for North Idaho Pride Alliance. This vlog series is to highlight our community partners who share in the vision of unity, inclusion, and empowering others. Today, we are very excited to be talking with Melinda from the Hive CDA, who can share with us the good work they are doing and how you can get involved. Hi, Melinda.
Hi, Jessica. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you. Melinda, can you tell us about the Hive CDA and about the services and programs you offer to the greater community?
Well, we're still waiting to open. So our build out is in process. It's been going slow since COVID. But really, I think during this whole time, we've really wanted to just be a support for the local businesses that are here and trying to stay afloat. And we really felt like this was our time to just kind of recede back. And while we're still building our business and getting ready to open, what can we do to help support other people? So we've just been kind of sharing other people's posts and the projects that they're doing and the specials they're having so that we can kind of just stay connected. I think that's our biggest thing with what we want to do is to be a hub where a lot of different groups and entrepreneurs and local professionals can come and use the space in any creative way they need to, have events that are geared towards the forward motion of people and connecting people to different pathways moving forward. So I think for us right now, it's just elevating and making more visible the local businesses and the individuals, artisans and makers who are sustaining themselves and how we can see them more clearly and reach them and access what they have to offer. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Well, that's wonderful to hear that you're still going at it. What is your role at the Hive CDA, and what are some examples of the specific work and projects you do there?
So I founded the Hive about a year ago, really just looking for a space to be a hub for women. And really, when I say women, I mean anybody. You don't have to have a uterus, but it's anyone who is inclusive. And that's kind of, to me, the essence of when I say the word woman, because we're life givers and we're connectors, and we don't even have to know the gender that is growing within us. We love it. And so that's who we are as women, I think, deep down. So I really wanted it to be a space where people can share their professions and their work and their creativity, because in smaller towns and in smaller areas, there's a lot of dead ends. There's dead end relationships, there's dead end jobs, and you can have a high job surplus in your area, but it could be dead end jobs where you're not moving forward and you can get stuck in places like that. So we want to keep people thinking and moving forward. So regardless of the job you have, like for instance, if you're a barista, you don't have to stay there. You can learn the industry, study coffee, like take classes to move yourself in a direction, whatever that looks like for you, but keeping people moving in that way. So hosting different events that maybe are industry related. We're looking at our partnerships with the Idaho Women in Business, which is through the SBA, and just being a satellite in our small town, a satellite to the organizations that are more statewide and national that support entrepreneurs and women in business.
That kind of branches into my next question. What are other partners in our greater community do you frequently collaborate with?
So far, we've really just hosted a couple of evening of dialogues. And that was really just opening up the floor to women who have started something new or branched off in a direction, or who have cultivated something in their own life that they want to share with other people. And the purpose for that was to really expand the vision of what you can do, what's possible for you. I think we need to see it sometimes and hear it, that how creative ways people are economically sustaining themselves, so that we can start thinking that way for ourselves and not become dependent. So with that though, we've helped out at HREI. I know we want to do stuff with Pride Alliance. There's several different moms groups in town that we want to work with and be a part of. We also want to work with the CDA maker community so that we can get people talking and sharing their stories of entrepreneurship, their pathways, to really spark that entrepreneurship mindset, that creativity of forward motion.
Awesome. How has COVID-19 affected your organization and the audience it serves? What are some of the types of things your organization has had to do to adapt to changing circumstances?
Well, I think because we're not open yet, the biggest thing was that everything slowed down, access to capital and funding to keep our project moving. The construction work that was happening, everything just kind of slowed down. And at that standstill, we kind of just took back our membership invitation. And that's what like I said earlier, just receding back and being a connector for other people and other businesses rather than trying to promote anything. But we're still in build out. And so I think the hardest thing during COVID was really that we had to remember that what we're doing is important too. We can't just always be supporting everyone else and leaving ourselves with the scraps, So we've had to prioritize and put our project on the same level of importance as we were doing with other people and other businesses. So that's kind of where we're at, where we're ready to kind of emerge and start thinking about opening up in the next month or two and what that could look like, and ways to really open up the concept of what we're doing in town.
How does your organization work to promote diversity and inclusion in our greater community? Or what do you hope to do?
I think just really expanding pathways and connecting people. I know that just my experience in the beauty industry, there's a lot of the LGBTQ community that are very successful, and that is a pathway that I think is under-tapped in this area. And I just think there's so much opportunity, but you have to find it and you have to know yourself and own yourself. And honestly, like my own personal opinion, I think the LGBT community teaches me every day to know myself and be proud of myself and own myself. And I feel like that is needed in every industry. And so I know that here in these smaller towns, a lot of times there are dead ends when it comes to being out and people knowing. And I think that that's sad, first of all, but I also think there's so much opportunity to represent yourself in a way professionally that really shows your shine, like what you have to offer and who you are. And that is very important for a diverse community. I mean, we have a local ecosystem that needs every diverse aspect to be flourishing. And if we're not, then none of us are flourishing, really. So I think just helping people, promoting different work of artists who aren't in the mainstream, connecting people, helping them tap into talents, and having events that are really unique and kind of off in the margins so that we can create more of a diverse community of economic opportunity for everyone.
North Idaho Pride Alliance encourages community members to get involved and support allied organizations and businesses. Tell us about ways people can interact with your organization, and if you have any calls to action or upcoming projects to support.
I think right now, while we're still waiting to open, just getting familiar with our website and what we're all about. Hearing our story, the story of my daughter and I, and how we came to be about this project is all on our website. And I think just hearing about what uses the space can offer. I know we have a big event area, and we'll have a photography nook, and we'll have a media room and a couple different privacy booths, and just open co-working. I mean, that's kind of the purpose, was to get people visible and just out doing the work that they want to do in creative ways. And I think if you can imagine something, I think with a lot of the different pop-up shops, we're going to be having a once a month pop-up at our space. So people who've never done that before, like, think about it. Think about offering your craft or your service at a table once a month and just pushing your boundaries. And we just want to make everything accessible. So if you do photography and you want an eclectic space and different backgrounds, we'll have a space for you there. If you have something you want to teach to your community, if teaching your craft is part of your economic sustainability, then you'll have a platform there. There'll be a workshop space for you to hold your classes and earn your own money that way. So I think we just want people to really know that this space is for our community. It's for gathering, it's for teaching, it's for learning something. Our goal is to have a monthly calendar where it lists all the different groups in town and what they're doing, what they're offering, as well as things that we're hosting at the Hive, so that if you are feeling stuck in your job, or if you are not understanding what pathway is right for you, that there would be something in that month that you could say, I think I want to go here and listen to what she has to say. Or, whoa, I never knew that that was even something I could do to make money and sustain myself. I think I want to go hear about that. So I think just having a really diverse calendar with different professionals and industry leaders and makers and crafters of this area who are doing things differently and on their own terms and in their own way, I think it's powerful. So we just really want people to see this space as theirs and what they could use it for. And that's about it right now.
Well, we really appreciate all of your community building efforts and all the support that you give to the North Idaho Pride Alliance. Thank you so much, Melinda, for joining in today and sharing about the Hive CDA. Together, we can show our resiliency and how we react and create new ways of educating, networking, and advocating for LGBTQ people, allies, and community partners. Stay tuned for more community partner spotlights posted on our website at nipridealliance.com, YouTube, and Facebook pages. Until then, stay home, stay healthy, stay proud.